Man, oh man. Crystal and I were out in the living room and I realized that there was a new trailer for The Last of Us Season 2. And immediately I thought to myself, another trailer? I mean, what do they have? Like, why are they doing this? I see everything that I need to see in the previous 2 trailers, you know? And to see this trailer is just wild. And for somebody who has played part 1 and 2, you know, more than once, I'm racking my brain around how they're going to do this and what's going to happen. Specifically, there's something that I wonder if this is going to be a hot button thing with the show, specifically the show because it was never in the game. But seeing the trailer, we get a peek at Eugene, and Eugene is somebody that is mentioned in passing, and then ultimately you get to see, you know, what he's been doing in Jackson, and it's something that I think gives one of the best moments of the game. I think that there's a wonderful bonding moment between Ellie and Dina, and the fact that they find this secret room where all of this weed is, and you know that's where they hide out during the storm. But ultimately what we hear in the game is that he died from natural causes, and from what it seems like in the trailer, we're gonna get something that probably I don't think anybody was ready for. So the trailer has a shot of Joel following Eugene, or who we can assume is Eugene. If not, this video is going to be very awkward. But if it is him, we can see Joel lift up his gun like he's going to kill him. And this is the thing that I'm very curious about, is that we have seen a very different Joel in this show. We have seen a more grounded and, in my opinion, more emotional and proper Joel. I think that Pedro did a better job at, you know, portraying the character, but it's also a different medium. Nothing will ever be taken away from Troy Baker. I think that he did fantastic with what he was given, and obviously we wouldn't have anybody to base it off of if we didn't have his. But Pedro's is very sentimental and very, you know, connecting in ways that the game Joel wasn't. Like when you think about it, in the game, when Ellie kills, you know, somebody to save Joel, he's mad at her. And I remember not liking that when I first played the game. I remember thinking like, dude, like stop being a jackass. She saved your life. Now, eventually he does say, all right, you know what? It was either him or me. Fantastic. All right, cool. There's redemption. But in the show, Joel regrets that she had to kill him. He feels terrible. And it leads to one of the best scenes with him and Tommy where he's opening up to him and he is scared and he's so vulnerable. In my opinion, I think that's a better interpretation of the character. But something weird is going on. If we're going down this road the way that I think that we're going to, is that somehow I think Eugene is going to have information. I think that he is going to understand what Joel did, and maybe they have an argument and something happens to where he's about to tell Ellie. But in the same hand, we see the trailer end with her saying, "You swore," which that's something that I did not expect them to do. I did not expect them to reveal those cards so fast. But in the same hand is that maybe it's that we don't know how she was told. But to get back on track, what it's making me wonder is that, does Eugene tell Ellie and then in retaliation Joel kills him? Like that's really rough. And I think that it's hard to swallow because I've gotten so used to Pedro's Joel, but in the same hand is that we know for a fact that the cohesive thing between the game and the show is that Joel is ruthless. He is not a good guy. He has killed people. More than likely, the only thing that he hasn't done is killed children, even though we've seen him, you know, throw bodies into fire. Like, obviously he's that disconnected. But that's something that I'm very curious about to see what happens. How are they going to handle Eugene? Are we going to get a giant weed room? And in fact, with what Luke Stevens was saying on his review of The Last of Us Part 2 is that, you know, was there a possibility that Eugene was selling this stuff? Like, is it, you know, something that could be used in the apocalypse that would help out their cause? Now, whether or not leadership is okay with that, man, I'm really excited to see this character, but I'm also very worried because I know that we're going to lose a lot of people and we're going to lose a lot of things, especially if you've played the game, you know for a fact. Putting the pieces together and seeing everything, it's making me wonder how they're going to interpret this, and I want to open up the conversation for you guys. We're getting closer and closer to season 2 dropping. I've got friends and family in my life and my girlfriend that have no idea where the story is going, and I am beyond excited for this. I got emotional watching the trailer. I saw the birthday surprise and that fantastic shot of the outside of Jackson and just all the infected running up and exploding. Oh my God. Not to mention that bloater shot. Like, please, guys, can we do more stuff like this in post-apocalyptic shows? Like, so that is what I want to see. But ultimately, I don't want them to do Eugene dirty. I think that he is somebody that is best left, like, you know, in written pages and talked about, but they're incorporating him. So what's going to happen? Maybe Joel gets interrupted and he doesn't get the chance to kill him. I don't know. But man, it is really just making me wonder. And the closer and closer that we get, I I know my mind's just going to be swimming, and who knows, maybe we'll get another trailer. I don't know what's going to happen, but I am just so excited for season 2, and I want to know what you guys think about this and anything else about the show as well too. Comment below, let's talk about it. If you guys enjoy videos like this, make sure you comment below and let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.